Welcome to This Week in Gilnor. I'm your host Sunnyboy, and today we will be going over this week's patch notes and updates. Let's start with this week's updates to last week's construction update. We got a bunch of extra customization options and building quality of life. Rooms, including their decorations, can now be moved as a whole, so no more destroying rooms just because you didn't like the layout after all. The floor can now also be chosen on a room-to-room basis. Furthermore, the cape stand now also supports more capes and allows more accurate interaction with them. If you own a cauldron, noted potions can now also be used to fill it. And for the British amongst you, you can now once again make a cup of tea to boost your construction level. Finally, on the POH, it sounds like we have a lot to look forward to in the future, considering unlockable utilities. Enough about last week, what's in store for us this week? The new leagues has officially been announced, with new information releasing on their social channels every day leading up to it. I won't be covering the news around that, but I'm sure there are plenty of other creators who will. Another announcement is the official start of the nominations for the Golden Gnomes, Jagex's very own award show. So if you want to reward your favorite content creator, make sure to nominate them for the appropriate category. Now, Jagex wouldn't be Jagex if they didn't try to sell you something, and to that effect, a new cosmetic type was created, being overrides for in-game unlocks. You still need to buy them with cold hard cash or rune coins though. Furthermore, they also opened limited pre-sales for their Monopoly collaboration. I managed to snag my pre-order, but apparently all pre-ordered spots are already sold out. Damn those scalpers. Now, the actual game updates. The Grand Exchange finally got its rework, aiming at providing players with more insight and clarity on the in-game market. You will now also see an average price on 10 latest trades. A massive quality of life improvement though is that you can now also track your buy limits on items and the associated timer. If you want a better overview of the long-term economics of an item, they also have you covered, as the wiki now gets direct data fed from Jagex, allowing more accurate price tracking and historical market data. Now, that's the financial side, but you still need to find your items. This has also been improved upon, as you can now use your keyboard shortcuts in the search window. But more importantly, you can now also use a variety of shortcuts to find some well-known items with more ease. For Hardcore Ironman, they also got a form of redemption, as their leaderboards finally are getting fixed. Due to a bug upon death, certain statistics were assigned to the wrong account. Sadly, they can't fix the incorrect scores, but as a fix they have planned the following: take a backup of the current situation, delete all entries that they know are corrupted, only keep entries of accounts that are still alive or have died after the fix was added. As a result, the leaderboards will be correct again from now on, at the cost of some historical data that most likely was incorrect anyway. The community has also been active over the last week, starting off with Susie Owl's Art of Pondering into the Wilderness, followed by a comic of R.S. Ellie highlighting the absurdity of in-game construction logic. Other players also decided to highlight some of their creations with screenshots, being R.S. Michael, who has been thinking with portals, and Realistic Impress, who is looking forward to the announced increase on ploppable items in the POH. Speaking of screenshots, if you want to see more cool screenshots, make sure to check out the RuneScape community. This week's RuneTube feature goes out to Captain Smash's one chunk at a time playthrough, where he unlocks access to Remington. And as per usual, the Pink Skirts are once again hosting a plethora of events. That's all for this week in Gilnor. Please subscribe for more news. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye!